Hey, it's Carissa here. Well, I'm just about to wrap up for the day and go pick up my little people and start my other part of my day. But I just want to share something with you guys that I've been thinking about, and that is um, thinking of some positive things. There's so much going on right now. It's scary, it's frightening, it's troubling, it's upsetting. It's just a lot of stuff going on. So I just started thinking about my community. I'm in a new community now. I'm in we're in Williamsburg, and I still there's no place like home, but that's where we are. And I was thinking about what do I love about my community. So something to think about this week. What do you all love about your community or city or state or wherever you live? What is it that you love about it? Like for me, it depends on what mode we're talking. As far as things to do for families, I love Williamsburg because there's just nothing lacking as far as like how to entertain your kids. There's the Great Wolf Lodge, there's Busch Gardens, and if I'm not really into things like Busch Gardens, but it's there if I were to ever partake in that sort of thing. But what I like things that don't take too much effort, really. Things that you can get a whole lot of fun in doing that are some kind of simple. I love to people watch, but I love going down to, I think it's Colonial Williamsburg. Um, when you go down there, it's a cool experience for the kids and me and Michael because there's it's like the world changes back to 1800s and people are dressed and in that attire back then. There are signs, disturbing signs sometimes, but real advertisements of what would have been back then. The stores, their storefronts, their houses, that everything is just like walking in a whole nother era, past era. It's really, really cool. So I really like that. Um, I'm digging all the wineries. I haven't even begun to explore all the wineries. And honestly, I know some of you guys think I'm really in wine. Really, I like wine, but I'm not into it like that. But I think it's a cool thing to experience going to a winery and seeing how it's made and learning about it, learning about the colors and the spilling on the side and what that means. I'm sure I'm saying this wrong. I'm learning, okay? But I think that's a pretty cool thing. I like all the music festivals that they have. Um, I plan on participating more now that we know for sure this is where we're going to be. So I like those things. There are some things from home that I miss. I haven't been there in years, but there are some things from home that I miss. Like, it seems like our high school, and I try to explain this to strangers or people that I just met about the dynamic of it, of the place, but we were all different colors and we all loved generally, you know what I mean? It was a general, we really cared for each other. You know what I mean? It just seemed like it was a big melting pot for real and we got along. And when you move away from that into the real world or into places where although it's integrated, it's not necessarily integrated in some aspects. Um, you immediately feel the difference, it's for people who have not experienced what I experienced growing up. It's hard for me to really explain it. It's okay that I dig Paul and Oates, but I also dig LL and Janet Jackson. And I wasn't the only one. Like, we all just we embraced bits of each other, and that was okay. It's okay to be diverse in that way, and not just because you diverse meaning, oh, she's black and she's white and she's brown and we're all in the room and so we're diverse, but really deeper than that. I miss that. I sometimes I have reality checks, like when I want to go kick it with my girl. and my girl's not here because, you know, like she's in Michigan, that, you know, and when you come to another state, in this state, I've noticed, and maybe I'm wrong, please someone prove me wrong, that it's kind of, I don't want to say cliquey, but kind of, if they don't know who you are and your peoples and who you connected to, it's a little bit uncomfortable, or a little, it's hard to figure out how to navigate. You know what I mean? So luckily, I'm cool in my solitude. But if I weren't, that could be a problem. You know what I mean? So I will say though, a family that has opened their arms to us has just been so wonderful. Like, I call and talk to my mom and dad about these people. That's how wonderful they are. My babysitter's mom on them. They are so sweet and wonderful. And when they have family functions, they call us and invite us over, and they don't make us feel like outsiders. They really, they just make us feel like, you know, we're part of the gang, which is kind of a cool thing. So I have to say that that hasn't happened very often, you know, and Michael and I moved around a lot because, you know, he's military. So that was a wonderful, and it continues to be a wonderful experience. And I'm so grateful and happy for that. But I think I got a little bit off track. I think we were talking about what you like about where you live. So, hey, yeah, there you go. So I do like that about where I live. So there are, although it's not always easy when you move someplace new, because you're starting all over, new job, new friends, new everything. But there are some people that make your heart smile because they don't have to do it. They just want to, out of the goodness of their heart, just kind of open themselves to you, you know, whether they understand how you feel or not, which is really, really, really enlightening. So, anywho, I've gotten so way off topic, but I would love to see and hear about what it is about your community that you love. We're talking about what you love here. We're not going to talk about what you don't love. Okay, this is not a video about what you don't love. This is a video about love and what you love about your community. You know, it could also include things that you want to do in your community that perhaps have not been done before, or, you know, after thinking about some things or seeing things that are lacking that you'd like to do to improve your community. So I'd love to hear about that. I just want to hear some good stuff, you know. You know, there's enough bad stories out there. I want to hear some good. So now that my video is a whole 8 minutes and 14 seconds long, I'm going to say goodbye now. Bye. Have a great day.